Hello and welcome to another episode of Coffee Talk with Encore. Today we're going to be discussing taking therapy outside. Well, with warm temperatures, sunny blue skies, it's a great time to get our patients out of the care communities and give them an opportunity to spend some quality time outside. Well, talking about therapy outside, it literally opens doors to a variety of fun therapy interventions and approaches. And today we're hoping to get everyone enthusiastic about outdoor therapy options and to provide some reminders and considerations what to think about when doing outside therapy visits.
Absolutely. I love the idea of taking our residents outside to get some fresh air during our treatment sessions, but we have to put safety first and we have to make sure that we're doing that in a way that is beneficial to them. So, first, we know that it does get hot in the summer, especially if you're in those southern states in the US. So, we need to be mindful of temps when we're taking our residents outside, making sure that the temperature is appropriate for them to be outside for long periods of time. We also know that our geriatric population is already prone to dehydration. So we need to make sure that we're really pushing fluids, that we're taking water outside with them, maybe offering them a popsicle or something fun to help maintain their level of hydration while they are outside. Now, while they are outside, it also comes the possibility of encountering those uneven surfaces. And we have to be mindful that just because someone is safe to ambulate inside with a walker without assistance doesn't mean that they're safe to ambulate outside on a different terrain without assistance. So, because we do have those unlevel surfaces outside, we need to make sure that we're making sure that they're safe, that if they need an extra little bit of assistance, that we're providing that. But it also gives us a really great opportunity to use this as a therapy intervention. We have goals a lot of times for uneven surfaces, or we should have goals for uneven surfaces. So this gives us an opportunity to go explore those different terrains and see how our residents do. We can also use this as a way to work on safety with walker use. So as you can see, there are a lot of ways that we can work on our goals while our residents are enjoying the sunshine.
So before I move on to those goals, I do want to just bring up one other safety concern. And that's when you go outside, keep in mind you no longer have that call bell system if you have an issue. So before you go outside, make sure that you have some way to get a hold of someone if you do need some help. It can be critical, especially if you're planning to work on that uneven surface ambulation, which I know I am. I love to take my residents outside, right? There is not a goal in this world that I can't address outside if I think about it in a creative way. So going outside, we might want to work on fine motor coordination, gross motor coordination. Can that patient pick up a rock that's this big? Can they pick up a pebble that's this big? Can they pick up that leaf without tearing it? We can use everything that's in nature to really work with our patients on their goals, but we need to make sure that we have a plan, that we set up that environment before we got out there, and that we addressed those goals. So I love to get out there with those gait goals and even work on some of those pre-gait tasks, thinking about stepping over a crack in that sidewalk repeatedly or stepping over a stick to work on my gait pattern. I might work on just stepping up and down to a curb to do my strength training outside instead of doing it inside, but we still have to direct it back to that goal and make sure that we tie that connection into our documentation.
Really great points. So we really need to make sure that we're working on functional activities when we do kind of transition our gym to outdoors. So there are tons of, fun and function ideas that, Encore already kind of has. So just kind of think about, the surroundings, any seasonal things that are going on. So with the weather kind of turning nice, think of just even having an outdoor picnic. So, setting up the picnic, carrying items, sequencing, planning, actual eating, cleanup, like everything to do with, even just having a picnic could address PT, OT, and speech goals in their plan of care. So, whether it's planting herbs and flowers, whether it's even just having, maybe a baseball themed party if, there's a big baseball team in your region. And then, of course, we can kind of incorporate outdoor activities into even our group therapy sessions. So whether it's a really simple discharge planning group and you're just sitting under an awning, talking and planning about safe discharges and safety concerns, or those cognition aspects, language, mobility, like Becky and Kelly already mentioned, that outdoor ambulation. Really anything that we do in a therapy gym, like Becky said, can really be transitioned to the outdoors. And there are so many really great benefits to our patients of not only group therapy, but also getting them outside of the building.
Isn't that the case? And I'm kind of thinking about both the physical and the emotional impact on patients as well with getting individuals outside. You know, there's research that's shown us that time spent in nature can actually improve our mental health as well as sharpen our cognition. So that's all pretty cool too. You know, it can lead us to all sorts of things like improved attention, lower stress, you know, enhancing our mood, increase happiness, as well as our overall wellness. So, you know, being outside in nature, all sorts of positive attributes are found from it. And I would really expect to see some great things take place from taking our patients outside and in general, just enjoying nature while we're working on our therapy goals. I would like to thank everyone for joining us today and listening in and hearing our discussion on taking therapy outside. And we look forward to having you tune in again for our next episode of Coffee Talk with Encore.